listen, everyone's got their opinion, so you really can't always go in on it. But especially us, where after that disagreement is over, I still have to live with you, right?
Right.
So business related arguments or disagreements will spill over at times.
Yeah.
And the key is not to allow them to spill over so far that we resent each other personally. And that, I think that goes with whether you're in business with a friend, whether you're in business with, your romantic partner, your wife, your significant other, your husband, whatever it is. It doesn't matter if you allow things to happen personally or let them carry over personally. That's the worst part. And I think we do a pretty good job. There's times where but I also understand right from the get-go that, okay, I married this woman because she's very passionate about her work. She's passionate about the things she does in her life. So there's certain things that I don't even bother touching, right? Because it's like, this is why I married you. So I can't change that. I don't want to change that. But that'll sometimes lead to disagreement or go down a disagreement path when, I'll come in and I'll say something to you, but I'm like, man, you've been doing this for 12 years, 15 years.
Oh, that happens to me all the time.
Who am I to say something now, 15 years later? And I often will reapproach and come back to it. Mm-hmm. She doesn't even realize it. Mm-hmm. Weeks later, but I'll approach it from a different perspective and there's no disagreement. So oftentimes when we disagree, we have to think back. We have to think to ourselves, what did I do to cause this? Not why is the other person reacting that way? Because if that happens instantly, there's a reason why they're reacting that way, and it's probably how we said something. Yeah. Like my dad used to tell me all the time, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Mm-hmm. So if you find a way to say it kindly, politely, respectfully, constructively,
or just taking the perspective of that person's
or taking
actual
that approach,
situation
yeah.
as well as you can.
You have much better chance of getting that person to have a conversation with you instead of just instantly defense. And we're both like that. For as different as our personalities are, we're very similar in the fact that we're instantly trying to defend ourselves. But again,
we're stubborn in general about our perspectives.
Well,
I think.
And the fact of the matter is, like, we both went down the entrepreneurial route. Had to deal with friends and family kind of being like, what are you doing? Why don't you just get a job? Like that kind of thing. So we're always trying to defend ourselves to the other person, and then only to realize, like, wait a minute, you're actually on my team.
We defend ourselves differently, though, with that type of background. Because
you dirty.
Listen.
You dirty sometimes.
Because I'm the ultimate, like, ghoster. Where you may have been having really, really challenging conversations with your family on a regular basis about your decisions. I had challenging conversations with my family and the people close to me, but then I was also like, so if you don't like it, that's okay. Like it's my life. Like it's on me. And I really just ended up in my own little bubble for a long time starting out because I was so sure I wasn't getting a lot of people's approval. I was just like, I just need to go somewhere else and get focused. Like that's just the reality. But I have a different family dynamic than you, and I have different friendships than you. I can't even begin to count how many family members and close friends that you have where I have a very tight-knit crew, rooting for me if I have to. And that also took years because I have been very, independent in my bubble. Kind of, and I'm not going to say just like the pretty ways of it. Like what's another, like a hermit. Like I've had hermit tendencies. So it's been easier for me to turn off that perspective.
She's a hermit.
But then when you come out from being a hermit and someone tries to tell you like you're using Twitter wrong, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to go. I'm going to go.
We got like
listen.
10 inches of snow, and I don't think she even realized that until she walked outside last night. She's a hermit.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
She's like, oh my God, there's snow out here? And I'm like,
I'm good with the snow.
Where'd you been?
My shoes got wet today. It was real. It was real.